I must admit, for the past 2 years, I've been very concerned about the rise of the lunatic right in America and their multi-pronged attacks on the very fabric of our society as they seek to destroy the social safety net and tear apart the more diverse, more tolerant culture that we in this country have been building so painfully over the past 50 years. The 2010 election was an unmitigated disaster, sweeping in reactionary majorities in the U.S. House of Representatives and a number of state governments, bringing to power people who view the very idea of government as intrinsically evil and who are dedicated to shrinking it as much as possible, stripping away its power to control the strong and protect the weak, leaving us all at the mercy of greed and rapacious capitalism. The resulting war has been fought on many fronts: immigration, the rights of government employees to organize, diversity in schools, voting rights, and women's reproductive health. Their attacks have been coordinated and relentless, fueled by massive amounts of secretive corporate money unleashed by the radicals on the Supreme Court. But now, the voters have pushed back, delivering sharp defeats across the country to many Tea Party ideas. In Arizona, for example, the Republican head of the state Senate was recalled, voted out of office in the middle of his term. This was no ordinary legislator. This was the man who authored the notorious anti-immigration laws that have put Arizona in the forefront of creating a state of fear and repression among Latinos regardless of their legal status. This was perhaps the second most powerful politician in the state, and a hero to the right. Now he's gone. In Ohio, there was another tremendous victory. After the Republicans captured both the governorship and legislature last year, they pushed through the most extreme anti-union legislation in the country, seeking to destroy the ability of municipal unions to effectively bargain for their members. But the voters of Ohio had a different idea, and the law was repealed with a 60% majority vote, a landslide that sent a very clear message. Unions are fundamental to a free society and must be respected. But there was more. Maine has had same-day voter registration for more than 30 years, encouraging people to participate in the basic act of democracy. When the Republicans took over after 2010, they shut it down, claiming the risk of voter fraud was too high, regardless of the fact that there had only been 2 cases in the whole time that the law had been in effect. The voters of Maine, however, had a different opinion, and the law was reinstated, again with landslide support. Conservatives in many states have been trying to overturn Roe v. Wade, or severely limit the ability of women to control their own bodies ever since the Supreme Court's decision in 1972. Mississippi this year carried this to an extreme, passing a law extending legal personhood to the fetus at the very moment of conception. Not only would this have led to a complete outlawing of abortion, a constitutionally protected right, but it could easily have prevented some forms of contraception as well. The voters of Mississippi, while conservative, voted this down by a double-digit margin. And finally, in Raleigh, North Carolina, where a successful school diversity program had been eliminated by a Republican school board last year, Wake County voters have thrown the bums out and returned control to those who think that a carefully crafted social program is key to promoting justice and real economic opportunity. What's really interesting is that among these, only Maine is a blue state. Arizona, Ohio, Mississippi, and North Carolina were carried easily by George Bush, both in 2000 and 2004, and the current polling for all of them makes them potentially Republican again next year. But while these voters are generally conservative, they aren't Tea Party loonies, and when they see their elected leaders doing stupid, crazy things, they pull them back. 2011 has been a watershed year, and John Kasich, the Republican governor of Ohio, said the voters had given him something to think about. I hope he gets the message. This has been a Stream of Conscience commentary. I'm John Hartwell. Thanks for watching.